What is going on, guys and girls of YouTube? BX coming at you with another video, and you should already know what time it is. This is gonna be totally original content, a story time video. But yeah, just hope you have fun and enjoy the video. The only reason why I wasn't able to record gameplay is because not only have I been out all day, it's just been really hard because it is midterms week in my school. So I've been looking at a monitor at least a few hours every single day, like maybe like 4 or 5 hours every single day, whether it is to capture gameplay footage for another video or to do homework. It's just been really rough on my eyes, and my eyes have been dry. Let's just get into this video. I want to say thank you again for clicking on this video if you did, and if you made it up to this point, I really appreciate you. Like 5 people that's watching my videos. But yeah, this is all for fun, and this story time is going to be about the first true rock concert that it was just crazy. So comment down below if you listen to rock music, what's your favorite band, and what's your favorite song from whichever band, because this was eye-opening for me. One of my best friends put me on rock music, so it was definitely something. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people during high school listen to rock music, and I was probably in the majority of people that listen to rock music. So I was able to see Bullet for My Valentine live. But my favorite band to this day is Avenged Sevenfold because they're just awesome. I still haven't seen them live, and I hope to do so in the future, at least once in my life before I die. But that's definitely gonna happen, and hopefully I could be with you guys doing a vlog whenever that day comes. So I remember that day like if it was yesterday. Like, it was just a lot going on, and we were excited because my friend that I went to high school with, he was the one that showed me the band. So we were both truly excited. We was thinking about it all day. We went to the city. It was just a crazy experience for us, because that was the start of how many rock concerts we went to after. Like if that one didn't work out that good, we probably wouldn't have went to the ones that came after that. And you get something at least from each and every artist. So I remember when we arrived at the venue, we were waiting, and we looking around, and everybody's all chill, and it's very spacious when you walk into a venue. People that go to concerts would know that before the concert, maybe like an hour before, there's a lot of space. You're looking around and you're like, "Ooh, I could get to the front." Then 30 minutes before the show's gonna start, it gets crowded and crowded, and then you start looking around your environment, and you're just like, okay, this is gonna be an interesting time. So there was a guy dressed up in I don't know, a unicorn outfit, and he was crowd surfing the entire time. Now, before we actually got there, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to crowd surf. This guy was holding up a Bernie Sanders sign. I'm like, I think I could do this if he's holding up a sign. So I'm there, going, dancing, singing, and then boom, a girl hits her head on the floor. Now I was like in shock. I was like, what happened? And it was because she was trying to crowd surf. When I turned, she fell literally right at the time that I turned. She fell on the floor, on her head. Once I saw that, I'm like, I'm not crowd surfing, because if she weighs 130 pounds and I weigh a whole bunch of pounds, they're definitely gonna drop me. They have no problem dropping her. They definitely not gonna drop me. They probably won't even pick me up. I was like, not happening. So then we just, doing what we're doing, and then these bands that came before Bullet, they were encouraging these mosh pits, and even Bullet was, there was a lot of things you see people doing, illegal activity, but it was like, wow, these people. And before, I didn't even know what a mosh pit truly was, and you don't know what it is until you see it. It's like one of those things that you think you have an idea of, but until you go to a real rock concert. Now, these people I thought were gonna just be running around in circles, bobbing their heads and stuff. I didn't want to crowd surf and be like this, bobbing my head. So that wasn't gonna happen. I was like, you know what, let me see how these people do it. So I'm observing and looking around, and I'm like, all right, these people are just running around. At one point, they start throwing their hands up, start pushing and punching people. I'm like, okay, this is not what I had in mind. So they running, and at one point, my eyes locked on this guy that was running. I don't know why. I did not stop looking at him, and I couldn't understand why. He was running around, and then a girl comes out of nowhere, and I see her running around, and right when she goes behind him, she punches him right in the face. Now, I was like in shock. I was like, this is definitely not happening. So she punched him, and he stepped out. He was holding his eye like this, like if he was just in a fight. Now, I knew that that's not what he expected either. Because if he's just running around, having fun, imagine what he thought in his mind, what was a mosh pit. I was like, this guy, no. I remember there was another guy that he was probably like 6'5", and he had his shirt taken off, and he was just looking at everybody, and nobody was going to push him. I would not have even looked at him. He was a monster compared to everybody else. Nobody did anything. He was just running around having a good time. See, his idea of a mosh pit is definitely different because nobody's going to mess with him. Now, what really took the cake was when everybody's running around, people, obviously in in any concert, you're going to get tired, but it's a rock concert that you get extremely tired because you're constantly moving and you have to avoid people. If you go to a rock concert, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because I had to avoid a lot of people that came my way because they were trying to grab me and throw me into the mosh pit. I'm like, no. This is not happening. I'm not going in there. You didn't see that guy that he just got punched? So everybody's running, doing their thing. And there's this guy that he looks a little bit off. Now, when I say off, I don't mean anything in a bad way. He just looked out of it. Because it looked like if he was drinking, but if he was like in his early 20s, like he had to have turned 21 at least, because he wasn't older than 23. He looked gone, and I didn't know why. It was probably because he wasn't only drinking. It's not my opinion, that's my opinion, but it's not my right to say. But I kept looking at him because he kept on going next to me, and at one point he just completely vanished. So I'm like, okay, maybe this guy moved up, but when I looked, he had passed out, and I knew it was serious because 3 people picked him up, and I couldn't believe it because I'm like, you wouldn't expect a rock concert to be like this, especially on a school night. Like, this was a school night, but it was definitely worth it. I was like, this is a lot in one day for me to handle. Like, I was like, I don't know what to feel about this. This guy passed out. A girl got dropped crowd surfing. And I'm like, is this what, it's supposed to be? Like, I was really like, is this the idea of I had a great time, but I was like, I couldn't understand it because you go to a concert to have a good time, but the idea of a good time for other people is to crowd surf, is to go into mosh pits, it's to do everything that you wouldn't think is okay, but it's acceptable. Like that girl that got dropped while crowd surfing, she was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, no, you're not good. And she kept on, like I think she wanted to do it again. I'm like, you got some willpower because I'm not doing that. Like, I saw that and I looked at my friend and I'm like, the idea that I had changed, it changed. So, I don't know. I've seen a lot and I definitely have been going to more concerts. So, comment down below and give a like on this video if you want me to vlog and go to a concert, depending if it's a rock or it doesn't matter if it's rock, Spanish, whatever. I try to go and branch out to all types of music, but definitely This video was very awesome to make, and I really hope you enjoyed it, got a laugh out of it or two. So yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, and if you want to continue watching my videos, subscribe, hit that like button, and also hit that little notification bell, so when another video comes up, because I post almost every single day, you'll be the first one to know. This is BX, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.